Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So Bitcoin is looking pretty good. It's looking like it wants to push past 50K once again. But tonight I saw an article, very simple one, and this is mostly for newcomers into the space who may be wondering which crypto is best. The three most well-known, I would argue, is of course Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. So let's discuss which one is best, which one should you hold on to, and which one has the brightest future. So thanks for tuning in. As always, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Two streams almost every day, 11:30 and 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you hit that notification bell and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and check out all the latest news articles and guides on CryptosRUs.com. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I can feel the excitement, right? Just before I started streaming, you could see Bitcoin right now heading towards that resistance, 49.5, and it's pressing higher. It's definitely pressing higher. We have gained a lot of momentum, and just before the stream, I was picking up a few things. In terms of technical signals that are very, very bullish, number one, on a daily, we just made it and pushed towards the green. So we have a green candlestick here for the daily. And on the weekly, we just pushed green. Now, the weekly one, I would say, is damn bullish. You know why? Because I've been showing you guys this, how right now, this pattern from 28 to where we are is very, very, very similar to this pattern right here, where Bitcoin went from 10 to basically 19,000, up 76%. It's the same kind of growth. And take a look. And this was actually when MACD flipped to the green. And you could see that we had one negative week right here, right? It took a breather. Then it started making its way up, right? So can we see something like that happen? Quite possibly, yes. And what does that mean afterwards? Well, it means that when Bitcoin's ready to rock, which could be any day, could start today because of the stream, we could see that 124% coming up next. So these are very positive, bullish things going on. But, first things first, we need to break through this resistance, and it looks like Bitcoin wants to just go right through it, right? And then next step after this is 50,000. And then after that, who knows, 60,000. After that, 100,000. Things move really quickly. This is why I tell you guys to stay in the game, because you never know. Bitcoin could be going sideways for weeks, for months, until it doesn't. And it just continues upwards like what we're seeing now. So, pretty darn good movement for Bitcoin right now. And overall market is just doing fantastic. Everything is up. Look at Ethereum being at 3,800. 3,800, and we got a whole bunch of other, even Doge. Unfortunately, Doge is not one of the three that I'll be talking about today, but I'll be happy to answer any questions during Q&A. And same thing with Chainlink today, up 12%. And you have Matic up 11%, VeChain up 13%. So you got some good movers for today. Everyone should be happy, unless you're sitting on the sidelines or you're shorting. All right, so what is going on? What is the main topic? Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Cardano versus, okay, which one is the best? Well, the reason why I decided to choose this topic, because there's no articles and no new metrics to show you guys, but I did see this. The Motley Fool posted this, and traditionally Motley Fool has been very negative towards crypto. They hired a lot of people to write negative things about Bitcoin and crypto, but these days, everyone is jumping on a bandwagon because this is what people want to talk about. Everyone and their mothers want to know about crypto and how to get in and how to make a lot of money, right? And those of you guys that are in and watching me, you made a ton of money already, so good for you, but there is a lot more to be made. So let's go over the key points here. The key points comparing each one And then I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it, and this is, again, for most of you guys that are, I think, relatively new. If you're not new, you should know pretty much everything you need to know about all three. But, okay. Starting with Bitcoin. Pros. Biggest advantage of Bitcoin is that it's one of the oldest cryptocurrencies. It's not one of the oldest. It is the oldest. It's the first one. It's the very first crypto. So right off the bat, a little wrong there, and has the most name recognition, which is true, right? Another advantage is a limited supply, and this is definitely a huge advantage. In case you guys are not aware, there's only going to be 21 million. And right now, there's about 18.8 million that has been mined out of the 21 million. The 2.2 left to be mined is going to be carried out for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. But right now, there's about 900 Bitcoins being mined per day. In 2024, there'll be another halving event, which decreases that down to 450. So you could see over time, the number of Bitcoin that gets mined and released is going to get less and less and less. But here's the thing. Out of the 18.8 million, about 4, 5, 6 million Bitcoins is lost forever due to failed hard drives, lost private keys, lost passwords, whatever. Okay? So if you look at the total in existence, it's actually very, very, very small. And here's the other kicker. Out of the 2.2 million left to be mined, about this 900 Bitcoin per day, right? Most of that, if not all, is already spoken for by the big corporations and retail investors jumping in. And that's because you have a lot of buyers at this point, and a lot of apps that helps you get in, like PayPal, which is absolutely enormous. And you have even you have Robinhood, and you have Cash App, and of course you have Coinbase and all the big exchanges out there. And it's just very, very easy. So I would argue that 2.2 million left to be mined is all spoken for. Everyone is just fighting what's in existence now. And I've shown you guys many charts where the reserves just keep dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. And let's not forget all the public trade companies and funds that are buying Bitcoin continue to buy more and more and more and more. And we know Michael Saylor, he's not going to be done ever. He's going to continue to buy more and more Bitcoin. One wonders how he gets so much money, whether or not MicroStrategy is that freaking wealthy, because he seems to put like 100 million in every single month. But that's why he has over $5 billion of the Bitcoin, right? So the scarcity part, the limited supply, is definitely a big, big, big pro. You could argue the biggest pro of them all is because of the scarcity factor, and that's why it's very much like digital gold. What about cons? While I've been talking, look at this. Bitcoin is smashing through right now. It's going to be at 50,000 in no time. It's going to be like right up here. This could be a very, very good stream, guys. Very good stream. All right. So what's a con? Well, according to Motley Fool, it's a risky investment. No one will ever know whether crypto will become mainstream. And I would argue it has become mainstream already. I mean, even CNBC talks about it. You have billionaires like Bill Miller and Paul George Jones and Mike Novogratz that are all talking about it. Even bigger well-known names like Elon and Mark Cuban, they're in it. Everyone is talking about it. I would say it's very, very mainstream. And the fact that you now have a country that's going to embrace it fully, yeah, I think that's mainstream. So this con is not really true. I think that is really out of the picture. Now, whether or not there's still risk, there could be volatility, that will be for sure. Everything has volatility. Any kind of investment has volatility. Nothing's guaranteed to go up forever, right? The other thing is it's incredibly energy intensive. I'll give you that. That's, the whole thing about China kicking out the miners, right? This ESG initiative, although some of that is FUD. But I'll say, yeah, it's energy intensive. But I countered that. There's a lot of things that's energy intensive that people don't talk about. The number of Christmas lights that gets put up every single year just in the U.S. is very intensive. How much energy it requires to power, laundry machines and drying machines, very intensive. No one talks about those things. No one talks about how intensive it is to dig out physical gold. All right, no one talks about that. And environmental concerns of other things and energy usage. No one talks about that, but people talk about Bitcoin. So I'll give you that, but still, there's a lot of FUD around that. So, I mean, that's really it. The cons is it's not mainstream, it's energy intensive, and that's pretty much it. There's a risk. There's a risk. But hopefully that, that helps answer that. I mean, Bitcoin, if you don't have Bitcoin, number one, you have to have Bitcoin. No matter how much money you think you're going to make with crypto, right, with altcoins, which you can make a ton, boatloads of money, you have to have Bitcoin. And if you're a newcomer into space, you have some money, you put into Bitcoin first. You always, always, always do that. All right, number 2 is Ethereum. All right, second biggest. It's shocking if you look at the market cap of Ethereum, it's about half of Bitcoin. Once upon a time, there was like a gap of maybe 10 to 1, and then it shrunk to like 5 to 1, then it shrunk to 3 to 1, and now it's like right at 2 to 1, okay? I hate to call it, but there could be a chance by the end of this year, the two are neck and neck. It seems like that's an impossibility, but Ethereum is still an altcoin. It still moves faster than Bitcoin. And you can see the last year performance right here. Bitcoin, although done really well, 17%, but Ethereum up 700%. So you could see more than double, right? So that more than double could definitely help Ethereum catch up to Bitcoin. And I don't know what you call Ethereum after it reaches the same market cap or even supersedes Bitcoin. Do you still call it altcoin? I don't know. But Ethereum is definitely number 2. Obviously, the 3 I'm talking about is the top 3. Cardano's right afterwards. But according to the article, what's a pro for Ethereum? Well, because it has smart contracts, which is true. Bitcoin doesn't have native smart contracts, although there's layer 2 solutions that you can run smart contracts that kind of layer on top of Bitcoin. But Ethereum has smart contracts. That's the biggest pro. And you have DeFi, decentralized finance, and NFTs, non-fungible tokens running on top. And those are very, very, very big pros, arguably the biggest pro to Ethereum, because you have close to $100 billion worth of value locked in within DeFi projects running on top of Ethereum. And OpenSea, ad block. It doesn't like my ad blocker, which I will turn off just to... no. Did I type it wrong? Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, I'll just bring up I am George001. But OpenSea, right? You guys know OpenSea. NFT platform, $1 billion worth of volume within a month, right? So obviously DeFi NFTs... right now, the hottest ones is on top of Ethereum. So you do have a lot of users on there. The other thing that's a pro is this energy intensive thing, because Ethereum is proof of work, just like Bitcoin. But a pro is that they are moving to proof of stake, and that is of course Ethereum 2.0, and that is finally coming. That is finally coming at the end of this year. A lot of talk about this for a very, very, very long time. Ethereum 2.0 was supposed to come out years ago, but it is finally ready, and it's around the corner. So that is also a big thing. It removes basically all the energy intensive mining, and it's just basically you become stakers. And you just buy some Ether and you stake it, and that's pretty much all you have to do, right? So those are the biggest things. And another big thing is it's the big dog of network protocols, basically an operating system that supports dApps, right? So those are big things. What's a negative? What's a negative? It's not as popular as Bitcoin. That is true, although, I mean, it goes hand in hand. Most people that have heard of Bitcoin now have heard of Ethereum. I mean, it's probably not 1-to-1, but it's pretty close. Because people that study Bitcoin, they always try to study what else is there, and Ethereum keeps popping up. So it's pretty close. Number 2 is it's not widely accepted among merchants. Okay. And then also this mentions about moving to Ethereum 2.0 and proof of Proof of stake protocols has its downsides. Well, there's a lot of people that argue the other way around. Some argue proof of stake is not secure as proof of work, and some argue that it's the opposite, right? So I don't know if that's actually a downside. I think the biggest downside is that it can't scale right now. It cannot scale right now. There's a lot of congestion problems, but at least you have EIP 1559, which is burning a whole bunch of ETH. So that is at least, causing Ether to go up. And you could see this number was at 500 million not too long ago, and it's now at 632 million. We're going to be nearing $1 billion worth of Ether burned in very short order, maybe by the end of this week. That's crazy. That's crazy. $1 billion worth of ETH just gone. So I think the biggest negative is it can't scale until Ethereum 2.0 comes out. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss any big super chats here. Function S is better than all of them. No. I'm thinking about selling a portion of my crypto on market keep for this bull run, and we'll continue to accumulate others until the next bull run. Any thoughts on what you might hold or sell? I think that's the right way to do it. Just take some off the top of all your holdings. You don't have to select which ones to keep and which ones to sell off. Take profits on all of them, and then you have cash on the side. You can hold the rest until the next bull market and accumulate with the cash that you took from your profits, right? So that's the best way to look at it. Will ETH really be out 2.0 out this year? Well, a lot of people thought EIP 1559 wasn't going to be out this year too, and they were successful at implementing it. So 2.0 could be a reality by the end of this year. What do you think about Rev Token by Animoca Brands? It has nothing really to do with cars. It's just the NFT play that's around motorsports, but it's all games. If you enjoy it, there's pack drops, and you could buy like cars and tracks and stuff like that. I do like Animoca Brands. I do think that they're really big in NFTs, and Yatsu, which is CEO, is a very brilliant guy. Brilliant guy. All right, moving on. What else is there? Cardano, finally. Cardano, created by one of the co-founders of Ethereum, of course, Charles Hoskinson. Very smart guy. Does a lot of vlogs and blogs and stuff like that on YouTube to get people, updated on progress. What's a pro in here? Well, in here, it doesn't really say much. It lists all the things that Ethereum is trying to do, like, for example, transitioning to proof of work, which Cardano already uses that system. And also Cardano has a limit on how many tokens can be produced, right? So it takes kind of like some of the best things from Bitcoin and Ethereum, and Cardano has that. So those things are true. Okay. Now cons, obviously, it's not widely as known as Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's for sure. And it's not as easy to buy it either. Not every exchange offers Cardano either, so that makes it more difficult, right? And you know what? What else is there? Well, I mean, the other con is that it's not complete, right? But the good news is it will be pretty soon. Well, at least smart contracts. I take that back. Smart contracts is a big deal, and this is coming in a couple weeks. But afterwards, there's still scaling and then governance, so it's still not going to be complete. Maybe by the end of this year or early 2022. But this is the big thing that most people care about, and that is smart contracts, and that is coming. And, after that's done, you know what? This is what's coming. Most of these projects are pending and waiting for smart contracts to be done. And when it's done, a lot of this will start rolling out in a big way. So Cardano is definitely the smallest of the three, but you know what? It's still nearing $100 billion, nearing its high. Look at high is 296. Right now it's 294, right? So it's about to break through and make a new high. And it is also one that I believe is a must hold, right? The top three right here, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, all must hold. So comparing Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus Cardano, right? Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two. But which crypto is best? You know what? That really depends on your definition. If you want to store value, the best is Bitcoin. By far. There's no question about it. Now, in terms of a network protocol, right? One that is supporting dApps and is operational, no question, Ethereum is the king of that. However, if you're betting on one that could replace Ethereum, that I think most people would argue that that's Cardano, right? Although there's others like Solana and Polkadot, but right now I think most people view Cardano as the biggest threat to Ethereum, the biggest Ethereum killer that could be done in the near future. So I think all three have their goodies or goodness or pros, right? But which one is best? Well, it just depends on your definition. But what should you do? Which one should you buy? You should have all three. All three. They're all fantastic holds. They're all really, really good. And I do believe they all have bright future. So you don't want to miss out on any of these three. All right, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. You know what? While I've been talking, Bitcoin just continues to pump. Let's see. Let's see if it can pump to 50,000 and beyond during this stream. It's looking like it really wants to. Volume is starting to pick up a little bit too. Look at this volume. It's looking pretty good. Can we push past 50,000 once again? Looking like it. Looking like it. All right. Tony asks, what do you think will 10x this bull run? Cody versus Ant versus Telcoin. I think all of them could do 10x this bull run. I honestly think all three could do 10x. I still think Bitcoin will go 3 to 5x, and if it does 3 to 5x, all of those will do 10x. Terry, thank you. TCG coin, I have no idea what that is. Mr. McSnuffy says ADA is going to go absolutely nuts in the next few months. I think so. I think it's going to go well. It's going to hit $10 and well above $10. So, yeah. People are saying, look at Cardano right now. I mean, yeah. Look. I mean, I know it's pumping up. It's 1 cent away. It's 1 cent away from its high. Let's just pull it up. No. It just broke it. So, it has formed a new high. It's going to hit $3 in the next few minutes. Possibly. $2.98. So, yep. It's doing pretty darn good. What is your opinion on Keep Network? Not a fan. It's a way to hide privacy. Add privacy, hide transactions. Projects like that don't really interest me. I'm much more focused on protocols, the foundations, the operating systems of the next gen dApps. That's much more interesting to me, and I think it has much more potential. So, how high do you see? Ooh, it's going $3. How high do you see VET being at in a bull run? Pretty high, at least 10x. I would say 10x, above $1, $1.20, $1.30, something like that. Do you have any new opinions on nulls as the ecosystem is incredibly undervalued? No, I don't have any new opinions. I know it's undervalued, but people are not paying attention to it. So it's just one of those things. If they could catch on fire, they will go up very fast. If they can't, unfortunately, they're just going to stay low. Sol is Phantasma. It's like an NFT play built on Neo. Right now, no one is paying attention to Neo. Neo 3.0, Neo 3 N3 got delayed, and Phantasma, has strong relationship with Neo. So there's not a lot of hype around Neo right now. If there is, well, then Sol could definitely be really good. DCA tonight. Today is Wednesday. I lost track of time. Every time it is DCA time, which means it's time to dollar cost. Look at this profit, man. Look at this. I started with $5,000, okay? I DCA'd probably 5 times, so about $5,500 is my cost average. And then look at the profits, right? Almost half, 50% already. Pretty darn amazing. The power of DCA. Man, look at it. Altcoins have been so hot. My BDC ratio used to be 50%. Now it's under 40%. And that's because everything here is just going up and up and up and up and up. I don't even know what to DCA in right now. I mean, quite honestly, I don't even know what? I guess Constellation. Constellation did not do well this last week. I still believe Constellation has a very bright future. I added them in last week. So they had a horrible week. This actually could be a good week for Constellation. Obviously, Solana has done really, really well. Cardano has done really, really, really well. VET, Ethereum, these are all the main protocols I've been telling you guys, right? I added a few smaller guys that have done pretty good too, but I guess I don't know if I want to add a new one. The point of DCA is you're supposed to do dollar cost average, but because of my limitation on my budget, I couldn't get everything I wanted. So I don't know. I didn't think about it. I lost track of time. I didn't know today was Wednesday. Is there something else I should add? You know what? I think I want to add. Yeah, I know what I want to add. I want to add Arweave. Yes, Arweave. For sure. For sure. The reason why, because it has strong connections with Solana. And I think they're going to continue to go up. They're going to be carried. So, Arweave is, what, $58? Yeah, so you take $100. I'm gonna put $100 every time I DCA. It's $100. We'll divide by 58.75. That's about 1.7. All right, so 1.7. I'm gonna add it in. New transaction. Deposit are 1.7 today, right now. Boom. All right, there we go. That's another $100. Man, overall, last 30 days up 60%. You can't complain about those gains. But man, look at the Solana chunk. It used to be like this BNB size, and now it's this big. This is why it's fantastic holding on altcoins. But thanks for the reminder. Did the ADA hit $3? It did. It came back down. Let's see if it could come right back up. Thoughts on swap app zero slippage? I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about. $3. Yeah, Vitalik on Dogecoin's board. Does that mean ETH bridge? I think that's a possibility. I mean, they have talked about that before. So could he be working on one? Yes. Watch for streamers. Lots of live events claiming. Yes. No one should send any crypto. There are a lot. Every time I see one, I report it. If you happen to see some kind of like official interview from any project or any founders, and there's some overlay saying send your crypto in and you'll get doubled, it doesn't matter how realistic it looks, it's fake. So yes, thanks for the reminder, Brandon. Solana's insider VC dominated token distribution concern. Should more people think about these things? Public only allowed a tiny percent of. Yes and no. Yes and no. Is it in their best interest to dump? No. Right? Is it in their best interest to hold and watch it go up? Yes. Right? But is there a possibility? Yes. Right? So you take it into consideration, but then you also have to take into consideration what's actually going on and what are they trying to do. Is Sam Bankman-Fried, who's the CEO of Alameda and FTX, what is his interest? Is his interest to like dump like right now? No. He wants to grow it. He wants to grow it and make it a Cardano or Ethereum killer, right? So I think you have to take that into consideration too. And these are not small projects anymore. Okay, these are big caps. People are watching them. It's not like some small cap project that they could do a rug pull or just disappear with the tokens. So it's very, very different. I'm all in. Dag, what do you think about it? I think it's a great project. U.S. Air Force as a partner, you can't get better than that. Biloxi Exchange, why is no one talking about it? It's probably because no one uses it. No one heard of it. I don't even know what exchange that is. Bro, you missed my super chat. What's the question? AGIX. Singularity. Nope. Not a fan because it's an AI play. Military finance made by veterans for veterans. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Know anything about TRB? Teller. I vaguely remember what this is. Decentralized Oracle network? Okay. The answer is no. Just go with Chainlink. No Oracle is being used by anyone. Just go with Chainlink. Are you as hyped for Illuvium as I am? Yes, obviously they're a partner of this channel. They're doing great things. I can't wait until their game is actually up and running. But right now they're making a ton of traction. And yeah, I think they're going to do some great things. They could give Axie Infinity a run for his money once they are done. Man, Ethereum is just being a tease right now. It doesn't want to go to $3. Well, it looks like it's going to. Stop ignoring XOM. Why? I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm just neutral on it. I'd much rather hold Solana or Terra or Cardano over XOM. Much. Like there's nothing that's making me wanting to buy XOM and hold it. Nothing. Buy 1,000. Just split it, E1. Just split it between the two. Thoughts on FTM and one. Phantom just moved, man. Are you trying to troll or are you really like not paying attention? Phantom just went up 241% in the last 30 days. And you're asking when it might move? It just moved. In the last 7 days, it went up 66%. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? All right. I sold my ETH today at 35.50. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Aren't you a holder? If you're a holder, stop trying to trade. People that trade, right? Swing trade. You think, okay, I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna sell Ethereum and buy Cardano. I'm gonna sell Cardano and buy Solana. And after you make all your trades and then you calculate, you realize you would have made a lot more money simply by holding those projects. That's it. Don't try to trade. Don't try to time. You're going to get it wrong. All right? Just buy the projects that you love and hold it. What card got a deposit? You're going to have to figure it out. I'm not going to make it easy on you guys. You have to figure it out. Could Cardano breaking $3? Meld is also working Cardano and Polygon Bridge. This could be a huge integration. Well, they already have Nervos, so that is also helping with the interoperability between tokens and stuff. So looks like he does not want to break above 3. What else is going on? Let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum didn't have that big pump. It's still around 3,800. Let's go back to BTC. BTC is, it looks like it wants to break above. It hasn't broken above 50 yet, but let's see. Its recent high 49.8. What do you think about Omi pumping? What about it? You make it sound like I have to have a thought about it. It's good. It's coming up. It was oversold. It's that easy. Opinion on Cirrus, Apple CEO's advisor. Yeah, I've looked at them before. I saw that news. Looks promising. Looks very, very promising. Mango markets on Solana and Rose. Yes, a DeFi kind of AMM play that is cross-chain. Many, many chains. What else is there? George, your people need to look in long-term thinking. That's what I try to advise, okay? But most newcomers come into space, they want to become millionaires overnight. So I know that's always the case with every bull run, with every person that comes in, they want to make $1 million right away, right? But the simple matter is, if you just hold on to the good altcoins and Bitcoin, you wait a few years and then you'll make that million. Very easy. But people want it too fast. But that's what I try to do. Help you guys stay focused, stay in the game, ignore short-term volatility, and pick up these fantastic crypto, and it'll lead to life-changing wealth, as it did for me. It's that simple. What's your ETH prediction as of now? I think it's going to go above 10,000. I think it's going to go above 10,000. I think Bitcoin is going to be 100, 150,000. You know, Ethereum will probably be at 10, 12,000. You know, Cardano will be at 10, 12, 15. You know, Solana probably be even at 1,000. There is so much coming, like so much coming. And the last few months are going to be so interesting. If anything, if you missed out an entire run, right, and you're coming in now and you're like, oh, everything's so high, just wait until the last few months of this year, of this cycle. I think things are going to get really, really nutty and really crazy. And we don't have to wait much longer to, you know, for that, right? I've been talking about that for a while, hyping it for a while, right? It's about to come. Do you see Solana going to $500 this year? I just mentioned it. I think Solana could be at $1,000 this year, right? So that could be coming. Pancake swap, I like it. I like it a lot. Where can I buy Ecomi? Look it up. Look it up. Go in here. You know, the simple, let me take that back. If you don't know how to look up where to buy something, you probably shouldn't buy it. So this tells you exactly where to buy it, right? But there's other places like DEXs and stuff that also allows you to buy it. There's many places, many of these indexes like CoinWatch, CMC, CoinGecko, they all kind of tell you, right? So you have to do a little research and figure these stuff out before you actually buy into it. That's my thing. My lesson to you guys is, you know, do some research first, figure out where to actually, how to buy it, right? Or how to research where to buy it before buying it. All right, guys, that is it. You know what? Bitcoin is doing fantastic right now. Cardano is doing fantastic. A lot of projects doing fantastic right now. We may be above 50,000 tomorrow, and things could get nutty. Nutty like it is kind of right now. Come on, Bitcoin. You know, there's just so many good stuff. I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy your night if you can sleep. Things are about to get crazy, I think. I'm tempted to stay on, but, you know, I gotta take off. Look at it. It's starting to come up. Come on. Go Bitcoin. All right, I'll let you guys go. All right, have a good night, guys.